Hey, so you're thinking about moving to Roseville, California? Well, in this video, we're going to explore Roseville, California and its proximity to Sacramento, to the airport, to other cities close by, and also things to do in Roseville like restaurants, shopping, hotels, schools, hospitals, etc. If this is the first time for you to be on our channel and you want to know everything about living in Sacramento and the surrounding areas, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Sacramento and of course all of the great suburbs around Sacramento, just like Roseville, that we are talking about today. We get emails and calls every single day from people just like you looking for help on making a move to the greater Sacramento area, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're looking to move in a week, in a month, or in a year, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information in the description here below so we can help you make the smooth move to Sacramento, California, and in this particular case to Roseville. All right, let's dive in. Okay, let's dive in. So here I have on the map Roseville, California. Roseville, if you see, is right here northeast, mainly north of the Sacramento downtown area. And it's along the Highway 80 or Freeway 80, whichever we want to call it. And the fun thing is when you're looking at the picture, you'll see one of the main employers of Roseville, which is Sunsplash, and it's called Sunsplash Roseville, but it also has a little bit of mini golf to it. And interesting enough, I did not think that that would be one of the major employers for Roseville, but in fact it is. As far as proximity to Sacramento goes, it's about 20 minutes into Sacramento, depending on traffic. So if we're going here and we want to do go into Sacramento, and we're plugging this away, it's about, right now it's 5 p.m. so it's actually a little bit longer, right? So we have this stretch right here, and then if we're going this way, it'd be 42 minutes. If we're going this way, it'd be 35 minutes to go into Sacramento, California, downtown Sacramento. This is a very important, big stretch right here. And you see it's always the same right here. It's always plugged in. If you could also go this way, and then that would be 32 minutes. So there's different ways to go depending on where the traffic backup is. But if you're taking this way right here, that would be, let me point this out with the marker here. Oh, it's not working. So here we go. This is called Business 80, and that is typically always jam-packed because it goes down from 4 lanes to 3 lanes to 2 lanes, and you get the idea, right? So again, you could go ahead and be smart and take this way, depending on what the traffic looks like. However, to get to the airport, if we're plugging this in real quick, Sacramento International Airport, you can avoid all this traffic and you can go the back road, and it takes you 34 minutes from downtown Roseville to get to the airport in Sacramento, and we are talking right now during rush hour. So that's a straight shot there. If you've seen our video on Folsom, it's right over here on the right hand side. It takes you, and actually let's just do this real quick. So let's try it just out. If you're going to Folsom, California, that we just pointed out earlier, it's going to take you about 26 minutes, and you get the scenic route around the lake. Right? But you can see there's different ways to get there, and they are all about the same, anywhere between 30 minutes and 26 minutes. So depending on where there is a backup, if there's a backup, it's pretty easy to get there. Interesting fact, since we are on this part of the map right now, if you're going here straight from Roseville and you come in over here, there is actually a boat ramp right here if you want to launch your boat, and then you can be, let me get rid of the pencil, then you can be actually directly at Folsom Lake. So it's really close to a lot of places, and it's also close, if we're going to pan out here a little bit, to Truckee, which is up in Tahoe, and that would take you right now, and we're in the summer, so you don't have to deal with snow over the pass, but that would take you about an hour and 20 minutes, and you add another 30 minutes here, and then you're at the lake, at Lake Tahoe, one of the biggest mountain lakes in the US, in fact. So with that, I just want to go over a few things here. Let me clear all of this out, and let me go over to my lists that I made just for you guys. And there is Roseville right here. And I just wanted to point out a few things. So if you've seen the neighborhood of East Roseville, if you're looking here again onto the map, you can see a clear division. We refer to East Roseville out here, anything east of Highway 80, right? East Roseville, and then we have West Roseville, of course, and that's right here. And the main difference is in West Roseville, we have, and we'll go over those neighborhoods here in a little bit. We have newer homes here. We have newer homes. So here is called West Park, but we're having West Roseville here, basically. And you have Crocker Ranch, you have West Park, you have Sun City. And as we click on those, Crocker Ranch is a newer development, well, newer, I would say in the 2000s, and then does not want to come up, oh well. And then you have West Park, and the city of Roseville is mainly growing into the west. So if we scrolling over here, there's a lot of development going on, still new construction over here, and so the whole growth of Roseville is going into this direction, which will also take you, if you remember from just earlier, which will take you a little bit closer to the airport, because here is the main back road artery that you can take, coming down here, 99, and then over to the airport, right here. Let's talk about schools real quick before we dive into all those neighborhoods. There's 3 main high schools, and I keep looking up a little bit because I made myself some cheat notes. There is Wood Creek High School, which is a 9 out of 10. Then you have Oakland High School, which is an 8 out of 10, and then you have Roseville High School, which is a 6 out of 10. So again, 3 public high schools in the area. There's about 5 school districts in the area that serve Roseville. And you see it's pretty spread out, and if we're gonna go, let's click this and go back to my list here real quick. If you see the places I have highlighted, so we have the Crocker Ranch we talked about, West Park. Sun City is a 55 and over. There's also a 55 and over area right here. It's called Del Webb. And then you have more established neighborhoods down here. We have in one of the pieces about East Roseville, we talked about these 2 of the 3 neighborhoods we covered are up here. So you have Sierra Gardens, which is a gated, which is an older community right across the street from the Maidu Regional Park, which we also have a video in about East Roseville that we go show you a little bit more about Maidu Park. There's lots of stuff to do, soccer fields, baseball fields, you name it, dog parks, all kinds of stuff. We also high school that we just talked about. It's also close to center. There's and the other one would be the Sutter Roseville Medical Center, which is right here. Fun fact: our youngest son was born in this hospital. And then there's the other neighborhood that is gated that we talked about in East Roseville, which is called Stone Canyon, and there's Stone Canyon to the left and Stone Ridge to the right. And then I showed you Sunsplash earlier, so right here, which is one of the major employers. The other major employer is actually the city of Roseville itself, and then we talked about Kaiser is one of the major employers here. So is Southern Medical up here. And then there is a third one that is Costco, believe it or not, is one of the major employers in the Roseville area. As far as things to do, there's so many things to do. First one right here, if you wanted to have entertainment, we have a Dave & Buster's. Not common in our part of the country. I think they're more common in Ohio and in the middle and Midwest. But definitely here we have Dave & Buster's. We have the Roseville Galleria, which is right here. It's a major mall. It's a Westfield, run by Westfield. If you've seen the video about Folsom, I talked about Mikuni, one of the higher-end Japanese sushi places. There's another one right here, right across the street from the Galleria. We have another shopping center. So here's the Galleria. And then over here, you have the fountains. And that's where Dave & Buster's is. There's actually a Whole Foods in here. And then across the street, you have BJ's Restaurants, one of the national chains. And the PF Chang's and you name it. So as far as restaurants, shopping goes, there is plenty to do here in Roseville. So when we're talking about things to do, there is one pretty big attraction that I almost forgot sharing with you. It's Denaios Farmers Market. There is something going on literally every day. And so you would absolutely want to go there. This is actually in the older part of Roseville. If we sweep in a little bit, you have the train terminal right here. I'm not sure if you can see it on the map. So that's definitely the more industrial area of Roseville right here. And then you have Kirby. Kirby is typically in Riverside. This is the area where you find homes that were built in the 60s, 70s. And then we talked about Sierra Gardens over here. Those homes were more built in the 80s and 90s. And then homes being built as far as Newell, we're here, Stone Canyon. And then we talked about West Roseville already. That's brand new, basically, and also started in the 2000s. As far as the real estate market is concerned, I want to switch over here. So if you go to our website at thefriedrichteam.com and you go up here on communities, you can click on to Roseville. And then this comes up right here. Let me show you. And right now, as of today, we're having a little bit increased inventory. And we have 375 homes listed right now. The average days on market is 35, which it used to be more in the teens, I would say. Average price per square foot is about $350, which doesn't tell you a whole lot because, as you well know, smaller homes with smaller square footage tend to have higher per square foot price than bigger homes. So this is just a general idea. And the median list price, this is not the median sold price, but the median list price is about $665. I also wanted to share with you niche.com. It's a great resource, and I think what we'll do is we'll link to niche.com on our website, so it's easy for you to find. But they have an A- as far as school grades go. Public schools have an A. There's crime and safety is a C+. Population in general is right now just under 140,000. Roseville ranks number 25 out of 228 cities to best cities to retire, 26 when it comes to public schools, and Roseville rankings 28th city out of 228 healthiest cities in America. Okay, so now that we've seen what niche.com has to say, I just wanted to wrap up with one thing. If you are a big golfer, this is the place to be. Just on this portion, small portion of the map, you can see there's a golf course up here. There's a golf course right here, Granite Bay Golf Course. There's another golf course over here, Morgan Creek, which is another area in Roseville, and then there is another golf course right over here. So there is no shortage of golf courses whatsoever, Sierra View Country Club, and country clubs to join, of course. So again, if you're thinking about moving to Roseville, California in the next week, in the next month, or even in the next year, and you have questions, feel free to give us a call, text us, shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to make your move to Roseville a smooth one. And with that, I appreciate you tuning in to the channel. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, push the bell so you get the information on housing updates and new videos we are putting out there. And feel free to reach out via email, text, phone call, or chat, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you have, so we can make sure that we make your move to Roseville or the Sacramento area in general a smooth one. With that, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.